I have lived with type 1 diabetes for 31 years.
My youngest one was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when he was 3.
I was diagnosed when I was 18 years old.
I was diagnosed in 1945, shortly after my 6th birthday. Young kids diagnosed were not really expected to live beyond their teen years.
There is no life as a type 1 diabetic without insulin.
Insulin, when it was discovered in 1921, was a life-changing breakthrough, but it was being treated in what I would call a very primitive way then.
I was very skinny, and I couldn't push a 3/4-inch needle into the top of my leg because it would have hit bone.
The first insulins that were made was from pancreases of animals.
The animal source insulins oftentimes left huge craters in people's bodies because of the impurities.
And then came the big breakthrough in 1981 when human insulin was first discovered by recombinant DNA technology, which meant that the world will never run out of insulin.
After 7 years of using syringes and pen needles, I made the decision to switch to an insulin pump, and it offered me a different kind of freedom to diabetes.
My life before I had an insulin pump was very regimented. I couldn't be a normal kid. The pump really helped create more independence and more freedom for me.
One of the most important innovations we saw was rapid-acting insulin analogs.
Rapid-acting insulin has been transformational in the successful care and management of my diabetes.
The idea of taking an insulin that doesn't work until an hour after you take that injection is just kind of crazy.
The next most important discovery, I think, was the development of continuous glucose monitoring.
Being able to see the trends on the CGM helps us make quicker decisions. It's allowing our kids to live a life with type 1 diabetes.
This is a time when people with diabetes can take outstanding care of themselves.
Whether it be insulin pumps, rapid-acting insulin, CGM, all of those things have really helped me live my life.
I'm extremely grateful because my son is alive. And I'm looking forward to many, many more years of people thriving, living with diabetes.
I had a very successful and very healthy pregnancy. That's huge, considering that 27 years ago, I didn't think that was a possibility.
Here I'm 81 years old now. I survived and I thrived. I have now 2 grandchildren. I managed to do very well.
We go over 100 years from people who were dying to a period of time where we now have artificial intelligence, converting real-time glucose measurements to an appropriate treatment. To me, I'm just astounded.